Get Set. V.
River Raid 2 by Activision, designed by David Labar, was released for the Atari 2600 in 1988. Up to 2 players take control of an F-14 assault jet. It has to go down the riverbank and destroy enemy targets so you can rack up the points. You control the F-14 by moving it from side to side with the joystick. Up and down will change your altitude, and the button makes you shoot missiles while holding the joystick down, and pressing the button drops torpedoes. The difficulty switches determine if a player can guide a missile after firing. Your celebrated flying career takes off once more in this sequel to the classic River Raid. Not much has really changed other than the new enemies and scenery you can fly across. The main objective still remains: shoot as many enemies as you can for points, but this time around there is an end goal, and that's to shoot the bridge and get back to the aircraft carrier you took off from in one piece. Below the action is a radar screen, altitude meter, fuel gauge, and speed gauge. You'll want to keep an eye on those as they'll be beneficial to your survival. For example, you'll want to make sure you don't sink too low, or your altitude meter shall warn you of the risk of crashing. And you can also refuel midair by means of the golden plane, so try not to shoot those by accident. There are many enemy vessels to shoot at or to avoid. You'll figure out which weapons will work better with what enemy, but when you've gotten through them, you'll come back to your aircraft carrier, and your altimeter will become a thrust meter, and you must land Top Gun style. Land it fine and you'll move on to the next round with increased difficulty, but if you get hit by anything, crash, run out of fuel, or botch the carrier landing, you'll lose a life. Lose all your lives and the game is over. As this game was released later in the VCS's lifespan, there is no patch to be won, unfortunately, as Activision was moving on to bigger things. But if they took the time to make it, I'd say they could have done one. 60,000 points is a good goal. Overall, this is a nice sequel to the classic that is River Raid. Debatable if this is better than the original, but maybe you should try it for yourself to see what it's like.
And stop.
River Raid 2 for the Atari 2600, designed by David Labar for Activision.
Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, share, and comment on the video. And if you want to see more Quickviews, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is BrianTheBlue, and I'll see you next time.